When you look at this class, do you like how it fits with last year's class? And do you
Yeah,
like how
I
it
do
fits
like
with
how
the-
it fits, and I know Charlie got the question about one year service rating is really high, and this year the rating is high, not as high. But you know, when you look at our class and taking 3 specialists and not signing a quarterback, sometimes the star power is in the quarterback. You know, so if you take last year's class and this year's class, and obviously you need back-to-back classes, as Coach mentioned, to build your team. So we're just continuing to build our team, but what we haven't done and we won't do is, if you're going to wait on a Manti Teo and be willing to roll the dice on Saturday morning when he's come or not, then you're going to get him or you're going to get nobody else. And that's what we're willing to do here, and wait for those marquee players, as opposed to taking somebody that maybe we don't have the same kind of belief in, or we don't rate as high. You know, there's still very good players out there, but for whatever reasons, we and a lot of others thought Manti was a top-of-the-board guy. So willing to wait on the top-of-the-board guy and maybe let another good player go in order to have a chance to get that kind of player.
Is that just the cost of doing business, the risk you have to take?
I think
to
that
be
is the
elite?
cost of doing business if you're trying to be a team that's trying to win a national championship, is what we're trying to do.
Rob, Charlie mentioned that Notre Dame is Notre Dame, and, you know, there are things here that are always going to appeal in kids.
Right.
Can you speak to what 3 and 9 and 7 and 6, what effect that's had on the
Well,
effort?
I think this, okay? I mean, I was at the University of Wisconsin. We were 1 and 10, and we recruited a core of a team that went to the Rose Bowl after the 1990 season. I think that your coaches are passionate about what they're selling, what you represent. The university represents some great things here, and your players on your team, okay, are a key component in your recruiting, a huge component in your recruiting. If a young man comes and visits your campus and has a great feeling from the players on your team about their experience, okay, what the direction of the program is headed, about the guys that are coaching them, about going to school here, then you got a great chance. And your record is irrelevant at that time. When those kids are hanging in the dorm or going to dinner or you're on campus, the record's irrelevant at that time. How do you like playing for so-and-so? How is it to go to school here? Okay, you're from far away, which we have a lot of guys from all over the country on our team from far away. So that part of it with our team, with our players, I think is a huge part, and our players are a huge part of the other guys wanting to come here and play with them.
Did you notice any kind of across-the-board trends or anything jump out at you about this particular year and a half cycle, or anything that comes out of
You
this
know,
class?
I don't.
Kind of big picture.
You know, I still think you got kids decommitting. You got kids. You still have that trend. Probably more and more. The biggest trend I saw today, sitting at staff room, was a bunch of kids announcing on television today, and maybe more so than I've ever seen. And I know we were involved with 2 kids this morning. One announced at his school, and one announced on national television, and we didn't know where they were going until they said it. You know, so you'd like obviously a kid to call you, but you know, since Manti announced and it was us, we're okay with that. We'll forgive him.